to Mrs. B's Postcard podcast. My name is Sarah and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Mrs. B the Knitter. I am coming to you from Hampshire on the south coast of England, where I live with my husband and my dog, and this is my little podcast about fibre crafts. So thank you so much if you're new to the podcast for coming by and checking it out. I hope you enjoy it. And for those of you who are returning viewers, thank you very much for coming back. If you can hear a slight kind of buzzing in the background, I do apologise. That is my radiator trying very valiantly to heat up my craft room because it is a little chilly today. So, I'm not going to show you what I'm currently working on, but I'm going to show you some things that I have finished. A friend of mine has recently had a little baby boy and I am going to see her on Tuesday. Today is Sunday, the 25th of March, and I'm going to see them on the 27th, and I'm taking a little pair of socky socks. Now these are rainbow socks knit out of a Felt Fusion Rainbow Mini that I purchased a few years ago. It's following the Mina Phillips baby sock recipe. She's knitting Expat on Ravelry, and it's a lovely little design. I really like it. My tension, however, changed slightly from one sock to the other. So this sock is slightly smaller than this sock, but he's a baby. It'll be fine. In keeping with the rainbow theme, because my friend really likes bright, vibrant colours, I used the leftovers and some of the other ball of yarn that I bought initially for making my mum a hat, and made a little baby vertebrae. Now the baby vertebrae is a pattern by Kelly Brooker on Ravelry, and this is Ella Ray Soft Prints, which is an acrylic wool blend. It's very cute. Pretty colours. It has curled up quite a lot around the front. You can see the side band kind of really boings up. I have blocked it, but anyhow, never mind, it's cute. It will keep him warm. And he has a 2-year-old big sister, and I think, you know, when someone has a new baby, especially when that baby has siblings, it's very easy for the siblings to feel left out, I would imagine. I don't know, I'm an only child and I have no children of my own, but that's what I can imagine. So I made my friend's daughter a present as well. I used some home dyed superwash merino fibre that I had spun, and I didn't really know what to do with it, and then I found a lovely pattern called the Screw Top Hat that's in One Skein Wonders for Babies, which is a book. I can't remember the pattern author, but I thought that maybe my hand spun would work for it, and I am so pleased with how it has worked up. Look at that. Hang on, let me get there. There we go. Isn't it cute? Oh, colours going in and out. And this hand spun was, as you can see from the hat, it's kind of a thick and thin, but it's mainly kind of a DK weight with the occasional kind of fluff. You can see here there's a few kind of occasional fluffy bits, but it is mainly a DK weight. It's a 2-ply. That's more the true colours. For any of you who watch the podcast when I put out an episode, you'll know I still have not sussed the lighting in my craft room. I still can't get it right, so I do apologise. But yeah, this is a little, so I knit it in the 2 to 5 years size because she's 2.5, almost 3. And we're still having surprisingly cool weather for March. It's my birthday tomorrow. I am a late March baby, and usually by my birthday I can wear t-shirts outside and I'm back into flip-flops and sandals, And as you can see, I'm indoors, the heating is on, I have my summer-tide shawl wrapped up around me, I'm wearing a hoodie, I'm wearing hand knit socks with hand knit slippers inside commercial slippers, because I'm cold, because it's cold, because the snow only melted about 3 days ago. So yeah, she should still get some use out of this, and it's got plenty of stretch to it, so she should be able to wear it for quite some time. But seeing how well that hand spun knit up kind of inspired me to get back to my wheel, give a few things a try. So I spun up a braid of 100% Shetland fibre that I bought at 3 bags full in October last year in Cornwall, and this is the resulting 2-ply yarn. You can see again it's kind of thick and thin. I'm just trying to see if I can show you some of the colours underneath. Look at that green, ooh, and that orange. And this was really fun. It was a woolen prep, and I span it woolen using the long draft method or long draw method. And the little leftovers that I had, because I spun the 2 bobbins then 2-plied them together, there's always one that has slightly more left than the other. I took the remainder and I practiced my Navajo plying. And it worked quite well in that I didn't break my singles, or my single, which was good. I finally kind of got the technique, it finally made sense to me, and I was able to do it quite smoothly. So as soon as I'd finished plying everything, I started spinning a new braid, and I spun a braid of 100% BFL that I got from Sarah's Texture Crafts back when she was still dyeing. I bought it back in 2016, it was part of her colour club. And this is the resulting 2-ply skein. Lovely, lovely colours. It hasn't yet had a bath. My Shetland has had a bath, which is why it's all wound up in a ball, but this hasn't had a bath yet, needs a bath. And again, with the leftovers, I practiced my Navajo plying, and I really wish I had Navajo plied the whole thing, because this is very pretty, very lovely. It's a fractal spin, very nice, I like it. However, this is so pretty, and the colours just aren't. There we go, look, so pretty. So yeah, it kind of made me wish I'd just kind of gone, oh well, you know what, I'm just going to practice on a whole skein rather than little leftovers. However, it's fine, it was practice, it's not a problem. I then took a single that I had spun a long time ago from some BFL that I dyed at home, and I'd never spun the rest of the braid up. That's still sitting in my box, so I can still go and grab that out and spin it up. But I'd had this really twisted single. I spun it with lots of twist into it, just sitting on a bobbin, and it's been sitting on a bobbin for over a year, waiting for me to spin the rest of the braid, and I didn't. So I decided to Navajo ply that, and it's more than leftovers. It's not a whole skein, but it's more than leftovers. And again, it hasn't had a bath yet, but it came out so nicely. And so at some point I will spin the rest of that braid, and I will Navajo ply the rest of that braid at some point. instead of doing that, what I've done is I've started a spin on another braid that I got from Sarah's Texture Crafts a couple of years back, which is 100% Shetland in the Tor colourway, which is lovely kind of silvers, coppers, golds, absolutely gorgeous. It just wanted to be spun, so I've started spinning that. I am going to Navajo ply the whole thing. I am spinning it onto a jumbo bobbin. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I've kind of found my spinning groove. I'm loving my spinning. Don't know what I'm going to do with my hand spun yet, but I have some ideas that are just starting to kind of bubble to the surface. So we'll see what happens. In other news, last week I went to Cornwall to visit with my mum and my in-laws, who live quite fortuitously very close to each other in Cornwall, so when we visit one we can visit both all in one go. And I did a little bit of preemptive Christmas shopping. I realise it's March, it pays to be prepared. So there is a dyer again that I saw at 3 Bags Full in October in Liskeard last year. 3 Bags Full is it's a yarn show, it's a fibre craft show, which is held over an afternoon in October each year in Liskeard. I think last year was its 6th year, and it just so happened that it fell on my mum's birthday last year, which is the 6th. So maybe it wasn't their 6th year, maybe it was their 3rd year. They've been going for a few years, but there is also a new yarn show in Cornwall that started this year, which was on the 18th of March, called Cornwooly. And I really wanted to go to it, but unfortunately we weren't going down to Cornwall until a few days later, so I missed it. And to be honest, I doubt we would have been able to go to it anyway, because that was the weekend when we had the crazy second snowstorm of March, and the roads from Hampshire to Cornwall would have been quite dodgy, so we wouldn't have been going anywhere anyway. But at 3 Bags Full last year, this with Shetland braid was from Pips & Co yarn, and another dyer that I found that I didn't know about was called Demelza's Delights, and they actually have, as well as their Etsy shop, they also display in a little shop called The Hive, which is in Plint, which is a village in Cornwall just between Looe and Polperro, and my in-laws live just on the outskirts of Plint. So I said, while we're down there, could I please pop into the shop, because I really wanted to have a look at some of the yarn, because I hadn't picked up any at 3 Bags Full. And Rachel, who is the dyer of Demelza's Delights, not only dyes yarn, but she also dyes fibre, and she makes stitch markers, of which my mum bought me a set of Cornish themed stitch markers for Christmas, which was lovely. But I picked up a couple of skeins for Christmas presents. Now this one, Turquoise Waters, is her sock yarn, 425 metres. You have to look on the inside to find out what it is. It's superwash merino and nylon, 75-25% mix. Comes with a little stitch marker, which is a little dolphin. And it's this beautiful turquoise with these pops of green. And my mother-in-law picked this one out, and this, I then told her to forget about it. This is going to be her Christmas present. It will either be socks or a shawl. I made her a shawl for her birthday, which is at the beginning of March, that she really liked, so she might get another one. And then my mum wasn't with us, but I picked out a skein for her for Christmas socks this year, which is called Kit Hill. Again, it's merino nylon, 75-25% mix. There's lovely rich burgundies, purples, pinks, absolutely gorgeous. Comes with a little stitch marker, which is really cool. Hang on, let me turn around. Ta-da! It's the Cornish flag. And Kit Hill is very appropriate. I grew up in a village just a couple of miles away from Kit Hill, and Kit Hill is a small tor, which I guess technically would be classed as Bodmin Moor, but it's kind of, at some point Bodmin Moor kind of merges into Dartmoor as you cross over into Devon. It's kind of on the edge. Kit Hill is on the edge of Bodmin Moor, but it's down near St Anne's Chapel and Gunners Lake, which is just kind of edging onto Dartmoor kind of territory. So Kit Hill is where I used to go rambling a lot with my mum when I was a child, as we used to go all over Dartmoor, Bodmin Moor, but Kit Hill was, you know, where we'd go for an afternoon walk on a Saturday or a Sunday. I used to go there with my grandparents, and so it's a very special place. We had friends who lived on Kit Hill who had a donkey called Coco, who I used to feed Cocoa Pops and bananas to, and she used to peel the bananas before she ate them. So she'd put her hoof on the banana and use her teeth and peel the banana, eat the banana, and then eat the banana peel, but she wouldn't eat the two together. I have lots of fond memories of being up on Kit Hill, so I thought this would be nice for my mum, and they're the sorts of colours that she likes. She likes purples and burgundies and pinks. So here we go, here's the details of the dyer. Demelza's delights.co.uk. I did also get another skein of yarn while I was there, but it is a gift for someone who I know watches the podcast, so I'm not going to show it to you. Do excuse me, a little scruffy mutt just wanted to pop up and say hi. This is Hattie, my dog, and she's just been sitting at my feet nudging at my ankle, which usually means she wants something. What you want? Hey? What you want? Don't know what she wants. What do you want? Do you just want to say hi? Hi, you just want to sniff? Okay. You think you can sit down now? Yeah? Okay. And the final thing I'm going to talk about today, after that brief little puppy interlude, excuse me while I have a sip of my rooibos tea. The lovely brityarn.co.uk shop is closing, which is really, really sad. She's always, Isla, who owns Brit Yarn, has always carried just British yarn, hence Brit Yarn. And what? Are we not done? Okay. Yeah. Hattie said she wasn't done. She wanted to come back again. And I ordered a couple of little bits. She has a discount code which is valid until the 28th of March. This is not goodbye. Gets you 20% off. And I bought a Kate Davies book, which I forgot to get out. I also, while I was in Cornwall, got given by my in-laws 2 bags of fibre dyed by Rachel of Demelza's Delights, which I forgot to get out to show you, but they're pretty and I'll show you next time. But what I did order some yarn from Brit Yarn, and I thought 20% off was an excellent opportunity for me to get a couple of yarns that I've wanted to try, but I wasn't sure whether or not I would like them, so it seemed like a good opportunity to get a ball or 2 of each at a reduced price and just see how I felt. So I picked up some Blacker Classic 4-ply in the forest green colourway. I got 2 balls of that. I picked up Blacker West Country Tweed double knit weight. This is in the pale pink colourway, and again I got 2 balls of that, and I got a single ball of the Blacker Lioness Falkland wool with linen, and this is in the quartz colourway, just to swatch it up, see what I think about it, see if I like it. I have an inkling for a jumper I would like to make in that, but just to give them a try, see what I think about them. I can always pick up some more directly from blackyarns.co.uk if I want to, but it seemed like a good idea. So that is all I really wanted to kind of swing by and say today. I wanted to get in one last podcast before I turned 34 and wanted to say hi. I did get given, like I say, some fibre down in Cornwall, which I forgot to show you, which was instead of having a chocolate Easter egg. However, I did get taken to the Kerno chocolate factory by my in-laws for hot chocolate and cake, and I may have picked up some chocolate while I was there. So my trying to be good and not have chocolate Easter eggs kind of severely backfired on me. But they very kindly brought me a fibre Easter egg. I have been given a couple of things for my birthday, kind of before my birthday, but I will show them to you after my birthday. And I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I hope you're enjoying everything that you're making and everything that you're doing, and I will see you next time.